Hi there, in this video, I'll be showing you a quick and easy way to create your own Vital wavetable. So if you ever want to expand your own personal wavetable collection, this will be a quick and easy way to do it to get a lot more sounds out of what you can start with. So with that said, let's get into Reaper and get started. All right, so here we are inside of Reaper, and naturally the first thing we're going to want to do here is I'm just going to load up Vital, and here is a new instance of Vital. And the first thing I like to do is to turn on the 3D map just so we can see the wavetable. All right, and now to create your own wavetable, there's actually 3 ways you could do it. The first thing you could do is just drag and drop a sample on here. And when you drag and drop a sample here, before you drop it, you can choose what you want, how you want it to be treated. I don't know exactly what these do, so you can kind of experiment with these. And here you go. Now you can have a wavetable. So if I assign this to play through, right, you can get some wavetables that way. So that's one way to do it. That's pretty quick and easy. You do have to add a bit more effects and get more out of it to create your own custom wavetables. But if you want to do something from scratch, let's just reinitialize this. What you can do is, the second way is you can go in here and start editing and adding source modifiers and adding other modifiers to modify the wavetable here. That's a bit more complex, so you do need to know what the modifiers are, how they work, and then how this little mapping section works. It's not too complicated, but I don't want to go through that in this video. What I do want to show you though is the other way that you can do it, and that is just by building out a simple patch. So what we're going to do here is with LFO1, I'm just going to do a ramp up. We're going to change our setting here. So if you left click on this little musical note icon, change it to seconds. If you right click on the seconds here you want to enter 4 seconds. All right, and for our design here, you're going to want to have this assigned to our LFO here position. So we already have that set. Now the next thing is just to build out a super simple patch. So let's say I want to have some sort of effect here. And I can kind of play through as I'm playing to hear how it's going to affect the sound. So maybe I want something like that. So I can assign this LFO to here. So that's kind of cool. Let's say I wanted that. Now what I can do is I can left click on here and go resynthesize preset to wavetable. And now it's going to create the wavetable from out of the preset that we just had. So one thing you want to make sure here is to turn off your effect here, because or else it's going to keep on applying it to this sound. But if we play now, you can hear we have the exact same preset that we have, but now it's in this wavetable. So a few things you want to keep in mind when you're doing this is, 1, you don't want to have any change in pitch here. 2 is you want to have 4 seconds for the LFO, and you want to have an up ramp so that it scans through the wavetable here. If you do that, when you're pressing resynthesize, you should have a clean wavetable that just scans through your preset that you had created. Now, one of the issues with doing this is that the sound is really low. Like as you can see, like the amplitude is quite low. So what I like to do is go into my effects here. I like to add a multi-band compressor. I put the mix to around halfway. Distortion, I do something similar here. I'll put the mix about halfway. Maybe I'll increase the drive a little bit. Let's choose a linear fold and just make it a lot more. Right, now I can again go here, resynthesize the preset, and here you can see you have a much fuller wavetable. So now if we play this, it just sounds a lot better. Now just keep in mind here, our effects are still affecting this wavetable here, so you're getting a lot more effects. Right, and if you want, you can keep going down this route. You can start with a different kind of wavetable. You can go here, and maybe you want to have some sort of like filter. Right, maybe this you want to go up over time. Maybe I'll turn off my distortion here. Maybe this will go down over time. Right, now I can assign this here. Again, resynthesize preset to wavetable. And here you go. Now we have a new wavetable. So I'm going to turn this off, turn back on the distortion here. All right, so with that, you have pretty much limitless creativity with effects that you want to use and how you want to modulate them over time. And then just right-clicking, resynthesize the preset, and then you can get some really cool wavetables that way. Now, if you don't want to go through all of that work to create a whole bunch of different wavetables for yourself, I actually created a DDA core pack, which is almost 500 wavetables. You can see here I've got them organized into different categories, and it's absolutely free. So if you want to grab those, I'll make sure to have a link in the description below. All right, so I hope you found that useful and valuable and that you can use it to create your own wavetables. If you want to see another tutorial about Vital and how it created a whole bunch of different types of sci-fi sound effects, I'll make sure to have it on screen here. If you have any comments, questions, leave it down below. I always read them. I do my best to answer them, even though I've been really busy lately. I haven't had time to do that, but I do read them. And I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching all the way through to the end. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.